Sex and human trafficking has large impact on our current and future society. Slavery, which has been practiced throughout human history, seems like a thing of the past, but now it seems like it's coming back. Many slaves, especially women, were exploited sexually by their owners, for both personal pleasures and for profit. European countries eventually outlawed slavery, leading the United States to abolish slavery in the 19th century. Modern-day slavery is also called human sex trafficking.
The selling of women for sexual purposes became a global issue in the early 1900s. By the late 1900s, sex trafficking increased because of the rise of globalization, which caused a problem between travel and communication between even the most remote parts of the world. Trafficking is often entangled with people smuggling, immigration and asylum, prostitution, and other forms of organized crime. There are more than 30 million victims of human trafficking worldwide. Much trafficking occurs across international borders in Eastern Europe, Southeast and Southwest Asia, Africa, and Central and South America. However, human trafficking also occurs in the United States, in which tens of thousands of people in the U.S. are known to be victims.
Prostitution is the most common type of work associated with human trafficking. Another form of human trafficking involves the removal of body organs from the victim. It might also include forced marriage. The victim may be left either alive or dead. Victims of sex trafficking do not escape for many reasons. They are often physically and psychologically abused. They and their families may be threatened. Many times, sex trafficking victims are taken to other countries and have no access to their passports or other identification. Escape is difficult because victims are being watched or locked up. There are many efforts to prevent sex trafficking that are taking place on the international and national levels. Many countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and Sweden, fight human and sex trafficking on a legal level.
According to the article, Prevention, Prosecution, and Protection, Human Trafficking by Ruth Sternley and Steve Chackle states, first is Start Freedom, which aims to engage and raise awareness among young people, helping them to learn about human trafficking. Our other project at the moment is Active Communities Against Trafficking, which aims to bring together members of a community under the umbrella of an ACT group. A third central focus is our chocolate campaign, where half of the world's cocoa comes from Cote d'Ivoire, where child trafficking and forced labor has been widely reported. The United Nations and the League of Nations are working together to help prevent sex and human trafficking.
Sex trafficking is one of the biggest multi-billionaire organizations that generate more than $150 billion a year. More specifically, Atlanta, Georgia makes nearly $290 million each year from sex trafficking.
Overall, sex trafficking is a scary and dangerous business to get into, no matter if you're the victim or a worker.